The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Good running play here to start the drive. That'll net him 14 yards as they pick up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run it with Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, Wilson. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run for it.
I got a Maverick right here.
Penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty.
Love is weird. That's fine.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Stairs, Danny.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Danny, I'm gonna let you laying down sucks.
Complete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
So you just gonna sit there, Danny? Well, goodness, you need to work on your reaction time. That shit horrible.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full play.
Better get on the head. You got no clue. Somebody right there with you. What do that got to do with anything? You just sat there as soon as he ran in. You got to move when they come. You sit in one spot. I'm easy target. No, he didn't. You just wasn't ready, that's all. That ain't had nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Nigga, as soon as he came through the door, you just sat there and didn't do nothing.
Let him know, Danny. Right.
Come on now. You can't be this slow with the game. You gotta have somewhat of a clue on what's going on.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
So you rusty, that's all. You rusty.
Nah, this rush is worse than what Kyle and Richard be doing.
What the fuck?
Ain't nothing to do with how you reacting and stuff and how you moving.
If this how we do.
Just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Oh yeah, Caden. Oh yeah, Caden.
Picked off by Caden Stearns.
Oh, I know he man. His receiver ain't jumping out.
Right.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like a rookie year.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Hey, downstairs.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
The what?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, I don't know.
Hello?
Couldn't.
We're around first team now, bro.
Is that right?
Yeah, you see the offense, huh?
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
Damn, you gotta do me like that, Devontae? Cool, guess what? We running with you again, my boy. That's how much faith we got in you.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Let's go. That's why we trust you.
He is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
I want this nigga to open up the wall.
Touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. No return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
I know they got holes all through the wall though.
The Jacksonville offense
I'm playing
begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
Danny, I'm flying. I need y'all to get down here.
That's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Fuck.
30 on second down. Lawrence. Open man right side.
Well, these weak ass throws this nigga been making.
At the 33 following a gain of 3.
Yeah.
And guess what? It brings up third down. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Pick. Oh my God!
It's complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped.
What? That's not a pick?
14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ain't no way in the world that's not a pick.
So
Pressing too.
that for a chain mover. They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Oh yeah, we there, boy.
To his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the score.
Yeah.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Lawrence will throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Lawrence going to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone, following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Good call there on 1st down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive trading. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there.
We there, boy. Fuck wrong with you.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play.
So what?
So now 3rd down coming up.
What team? Like I wrote the show? I'm the Dodgers.
Lawrence.
I'm not in the league, no. What, bro?
Is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right
Yeah, I'm a second baseman for the Dodgers.
to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Matthew McCrane now for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash.
Trash ass nigga sitting in them weird ass spots.
And they will get themselves on the board here.
Not in there.
14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game. Take the points when they're there. And put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
I'm from the hood and y'all like, good. We got no business being together.
Can't be bored. Gotta move, gotta move. Time limit.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, and throws it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it
This
away
nigga did
like
cover
that.
0 and nobody was
Frankly,
open.
I think it was the only play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got
I
outside
just
the
saw that.
pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive.
Game knowledge.
Force the incompletion on 1st
all.
down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Nah.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete, Okuebuna. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Yeah.
And this was
It's mixed with Madden, though. Madden gonna be Madden, so you gotta be aware of what Madden do. But yeah.
Just a little underneath.
Mostly just play calling the game, knowledge.
And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we looking like Chubb.
Yeah. Are they in the middle room or the top? Oh my god, bro. Fucking gay-ass niggas, bro. Like, why? You just sitting there fucking spawn killing.
We're on first team now, man.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Eluding the pressure right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard
40
as well.
seconds.
They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence.
What the fuck?
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 31.
Danny, no, go back and plant right there. Just plant, yeah, right there. He got you.
He makes another catch here for good yardage.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he'll maneuver his
Claymore's Danny. Claymore's Danny.
2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half.
Nigga. Oh, Lord. Go back to the bomb. Go back to the bomb and plant one right by the bomb. Yeah, face that way and plant it. Oh,
What the fuck?
You can't. Come on, man. No, you good. You good. I'm just saying. There you go. Danny, you gotta have somewhat clue. You can't be this clueless, my nigga. Danny. Richard and Kyle wouldn't even do some of the stuff you're doing.
Pick. Oh, thank you.
They will get one.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job.
Let's go, Delonte. Go around, boy.
Take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Tackle made by Foley Fadukasi, the former UConn Husky. Following the pick up before,
let them know you a copper nigga that's rusty, bro.
They go play action now. Wilson.
Nah, yeah, you doing cool. Some of your stuff, just some of how you move around, you just acting clueless. It's the your IQ should be the same as when you first started playing this. Yes.
Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they
Nah,
do
I'm
in third
just talking about your movement.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is caught inside the
You doing too much thinking.
all the way home for a Broncos score. Jalen Rager.
I'm about to blow. Nobody come over here.
Touchdown now on the year. And
all
the
good.
Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. McManus's point after is good. And the route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
We got a bandit. Oh, okay, good.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ooh, I want to kill that bitch that's on the top of the fucking list. Wait a second.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Straight in, yeah.
8 yards to go on second down.
Oh my! And then you pull it. See, nigga, that's that stuff. What?
From the left side here, and it's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Ooh, this J-Max nigga's pissing me
So
off.
here's a first and 10 at the 38. Here's Lawrence.
I told you I'll be moving. I don't sitting there waiting most of the time.
And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the third time here in this half,
This J-Max nigga making me mad.
And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it first and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Damn, why couldn't J-Max
On first and 10, it's Wilson.
No, you'd have died. Because that was another dude right there.
That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Yeah, boss that. Oh, we got to kill J-Max.
They'll get that complete to Albert O. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead in the locker room. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Watch the spawn kills.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Back to throw. Lawrence.
Hell!
Sure
Catch the fucking ball, bro.
Batted down and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. When I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go
Bitch
for
came up behind me.
Broncos are going to get the football back
We
in
won now.
great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Stops short of the 25, but that's
All time I finally use some fucking running animation.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 137 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon.
I feel we go upstairs all the way up.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't got no. About to surprise me, get frost. They're not gonna be expecting no match.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cordero Patterson, his second touchdown on the season, and the Broncos add on. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Man, my phone ain't even charged.
And they'll bring it
So
out
you
to the
say we gonna
25
flank him?
as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And
I
last
might
time this
be.
unit was
I don't
out
know where
here,
I'm gonna be. I
causing
don't
a
know.
turnover, and then that turned into 6 points.
Oh,
They gotta
wow.
make amends.
And how many times
Come
have we
on,
said
bro.
meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them
Gotta
to
think
pick
on your
themselves
feet, little
back
bro.
up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Damn, y'all niggas don't be voting. We got numbers.
Scratch that. 2nd and 7. And they'll go again with ETN. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll run with ETN. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give running right, ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Got a Maverick somewhere.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second and 12.
Get that quarterback at all costs. 24 is the mic. Here we go, here we
go. Here's a give to ETN. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Come on. Oh, this is why we need a fucking vote fuse. Damn, bro.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Shit's stupid, bro. This shit's stupid, bro. Yes.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars.
This shit don't make no sense.
Third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by
We got numbers and we can't even go where the fuck we want. So dumb.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Oh,
Why the linebacker just moss Rager, bro?
Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
Oh, I'm pushing X.
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over.
The only 2 offers you got out of everybody?
That works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into.
I would
really
just
nice
say
job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I would just say this.
And he He's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A little too much extracurricular there.
You have a game with a lot of contact. Tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On first down, Lawrence.
Just save your money. Save your money.
Complete. From midfield now, Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On second down, a run with Etienne. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
56 is the mic. Go. 56, Mike.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll fight his man, LaVisca Chenault. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Well, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it.
Y'all
Just let
some
them go
silly
with a little
niggas.
bit more confidence.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll fire.
Nigga, I said roll Fury man, my time
He pulled it in.
I've been saying it before this ban even came
Jalen
out.
Reagor with his
I'm
2nd
in here
touchdown
about
of the
that.
game, the 4th of the year. And the Broncos look
I'm
like
in
they're
here
going to get
about
back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. McManus's
I
point
just
after
think
is good, and they open the lead up now to 25. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know there are some adjustments.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 68 yards for him so far. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens opens things up for you. Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 31-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and long.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency. And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.